Today, I feel a migrant worker.
It's time to kick off the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Everyone will be welcome. Those 4 words. FIFA put them everywhere. On billboards, on press releases, on Infantino's lips every single time a camera pointed at him. The greatest World Cup ever. Everyone will be welcome. But here's what they didn't show you. A referee, vetted, certified, named African Referee of the Year, flew across the world to officiate the biggest tournament on the planet. He never made it past the airport. A striker trained for 4 years for this moment. He made it in. But they held him in a room for 7 hours before they let him breathe the same air as everyone else. And an entire national team, 26 players, a coaching staff, a support crew, was told they could only set foot on American soil on the exact day of each match. In, play, out, like they were cargo. This is the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and FIFA doesn't want you connecting these dots, but we're going to. His name is Omar Abdulkadir Artan. He was set to become the first Somali referee to ever officiate at a FIFA World Cup. Think about what that means. Not just for him, for an entire continent watching someone who looks like them, sounds like them, stand in the middle of the world's biggest stage. He'd already been vetted, already issued a valid visa. The Department of State had cleared him, and then at the border, Customs and Border Protection turned him away. Vetting concerns, they said. No further explanation. Artan had been named Referee of the Year in 2025 by the Confederation of African Football. Somalia is on the U.S. travel ban list. That apparently was enough. FIFA said nothing. No statement defending him, no fight, no pushback, just silence. And a replacement referee filling the slot like Artan never existed. This is a man whose entire career built to this moment, quietly erased in FIFA. An organization that will fine a club for wearing the wrong socks couldn't find the words. Ask yourself, if this had happened to a European referee from Germany, from England, from Spain, would FIFA have stayed quiet? You already know the answer. Ayman Hussein is Iraq's star striker. He'd qualified for the World Cup. He'd done everything right, boarded his flight, landed in Chicago, and walked toward the passport line like every other player at this tournament. He and the Iraqi team photographer were detained by Customs and Border Protection for 7 hours at O'Hare International Airport. 7 hours. While his teammates were at the hotel, while other squads trained, rested, prepared, Hussein eventually got through. The team photographer didn't. No explanation, no apology, no accountability. FIFA's slogan for this World Cup is "Football unites the world." They printed it on every piece of merchandise, every broadcast package, every opening ceremony graphic. But when one of the tournament's own players is sitting in a government holding room for 7 hours on the day he's supposed to prepare for the World Cup, FIFA issued no statement, made no call, did nothing. You know what FIFA did say something about? The cooling breaks, the ones they introduced to protect players from summer heat. That turned out to also be perfectly timed commercial breaks for broadcasters. They had time for that press release. Now, Iran. This is the story that should have broken the internet. And somehow, it barely made the front page. When the US and Israel attacked Iran in February 2026, Iran's World Cup training base in Tucson, Arizona, was relocated to Tijuana, Mexico. Their ticket allocation was revoked. Portions of the coaching and admin staff were denied visas entirely. And then, the detail that almost sounds made up, Iran's ambassador to Mexico confirmed that the team's visas apparently required them to enter and leave U.S. soil on the same day as each match. In, play, out. Not allowed to arrive a day early to scout the stadium. Not allowed to stay the night after a game to recover. Fly in, kick a ball, fly out. The Iranian Football Federation called the treatment discriminatory and targeted and said the U.S. was involving politics and sports in the worst possible way. And you know what's remarkable? Iran still showed up, threatened to withdraw multiple times, and still showed up because their players had trained their whole lives for this, and they weren't going to let politics take that from them. But FIFA's president Gianni Infantino had stood on a stage in December 2025 and presented a FIFA Peace Prize to Donald Trump. The same administration that was now telling a World Cup team they could only breathe American air for 90 minutes at a time. FIFA didn't just stay silent on Iran, they smiled for the photo. It wasn't just players. It wasn't just officials. A U.S. travel ban affecting citizens of 39 countries, including World Cup participants Haiti, Iran, Ivory Coast, and Senegal, blocked most ordinary fans from those nations from obtaining visas to attend matches. Think about that. Your country qualifies for the World Cup. For some of these nations, that happens once in a generation, and you can't go watch them play because of where you were born. A separate visa bond program initially required fans from 5 African nations to pay deposits of up to $15,000 just to apply for a visa. $15,000 to watch football. Over 120 immigrants' rights groups issued a travel warning that fans, players, journalists, and visitors could face serious rights violations at this World Cup. And ICE, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, they confirmed agents would be present at World Cup stadiums. This is supposed to be the sport that belongs to everybody. The one thing on earth that cuts through borders and languages and politics and just works. FIFA knew all of this before the tournament started. They had months to fight it, months to issue ultimatums, months to say, this is not what the World Cup stands for. They said nothing because the money was already signed. Here's what's important to understand. None of this is a coincidence. None of this is a series of unfortunate mishaps that FIFA couldn't have predicted. This is a pattern. A VAR official made a gesture during a broadcast that FIFA's own discrimination monitor said resembled a white supremacist symbol. FIFA investigated and found no evidence of a breach. Ghana's coach said VAR went for a coffee after a blatant penalty on his player wasn't given against England. No accountability, no transparency. The VAR offside system broke down during a Qatar match, and FIFA just told us to trust that the original decision was correct. We have no way of verifying that. Every single time something goes wrong, FIFA closes the door and asks you to trust them. But trust is earned, and FIFA has spent decades doing the opposite. The sponsors are happy, the broadcasters are happy, the ad revenue is flowing, and the referee from Somalia, who should have been making history, he's watching from home. FIFA will tell you this is the greatest World Cup ever, and maybe on the pitch it is. The football has been brilliant. The stories have been incredible, but the World Cup was never just about the football. It was supposed to be proof that this sport, our sport, could do something no politician could bring people together, could make borders disappear for a month. Instead, in 2026, FIFA let borders decide who gets to be part of it, and they smile the whole way through. Everyone will be welcome. If you think FIFA needs to be held accountable, share this video.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football stories, rankings, World Cup history, and the greatest moments the beautiful game has ever produced. Until next time, keep the football passion alive, and I'll see you in the next video.